Elected officials in the European Union have had enough in this breaking story. Americans like to sometimes believe that we can be isolationists, but we cannot. Donald Trump has even talked about being an isolationist by saying constantly America first. But that doesn't hold water. It doesn't hold water economically, doesn't hold water militarily. And the bottom line is all of our allies, many of whom are in the EU, are actually sick and tired of Donald Trump, his rhetoric, and his attitude, along with his speech. And they are finally, after going through one administration with him, they are laying down the gauntlet in this breaking story. You have got to see what just got said by one of the elected officials in Ireland. I'll show that to you in just a few seconds. Let's take a listen real quick at the general pervasive attitude going around in the UK and other places in Europe. Take a listen.
During every single day of the Trump administration, I will very simply put America first.
Since the day he launched his first presidential campaign back in 2015, Donald Trump's policies have boiled down to those two words, America first. A decade later, the Trump administration's mantra remains the same: identify and rectify policies they see as benefiting other nations over the US, because President Trump is a man who does what he says he's going to do.
It's kind of funny, but it is rare that you see a politician actually doing exactly what they said they would do. I don't think anyone should be surprised by that. He was very clear on the campaign trail about making, the border and fixing our broken immigration system, getting the woke culture out of our country. And he followed through on that and more.
Taking back the Panama Canal and renaming the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America brought cheers from the crowd at the ceremony, while an American mission to Mars had one onlooker very excited. But it was the trade moves that have Irish authorities most on edge.
I will immediately begin the overhaul of our trade system to protect American workers and families. Instead of taxing our citizens to enrich other countries, we will tariff and tax foreign countries to enrich our citizens.
President Trump has said he'll impose 25% tariffs on Mexico and Canada from February 1st. No mention yet of Europe. Speaking from the World Economic Forum in Switzerland this morning, President of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, said the EU will take a pragmatic approach with the new US administration, with a lot at stake.
That's right. And in this breaking story, this Irish politician finally said what no one in America wants to understand or realize. Change, principle, and integrity comes with sacrifice and consequences, and that's the way it goes. Listen to this breaking story and what this man just said.
Yesterday, we witnessed the inauguration of a man whose ideology embodies everything the EU was founded to reject. The EU cannot just stand for our values when it is easy. It matters most when it comes at a cost. And standing up to Trump will come with a cost, but is much less than the cost of letting this poison win. And I am done with the niceties from EU leaders that Trump, while his tech bro buddies call for our laws to be undermined. I am done with the Taoiseach of Ireland, with our historic understanding of immigration and oppression, promoting Trump's golf links in County Clare in response to his inauguration. And I am done with the so-called strong men who, if they had to live for one day in the shoes of an immigrant, a woman, or a transgender person, would quiver with fear. Anyone who believes in the founding principles of the EU should be appalled by what we witnessed yesterday. I am appalled, so I resist, and Europe must resist, because our history demands it.
Yes, 100% all of the above. I know this cartoon I saw once. It's the greatest cartoon that I can possibly mention to you that makes a statement about both politics, but also just humanity, and especially, in my opinion, within the United States of America. And it was a cartoon of two pictures. And one picture said, someone asking, who wants change? And everyone raises their hand. And the other picture said, who wants to change? No one raised their hand. That is exactly the concept of why Donald Trump has managed to get in the White House for a second time. Everyone wants things to change, but no one thinks that any part of them, their life, their lifestyle, their ideology, compromise doesn't come from me. And that's why the people with the money and the power just keep on getting more powerful and more money, and they gerrymander the rules so the little guy never has a shot. There is no we the people anymore in the USA, and the Europeans and the EU countries know it, they see it, and they've had enough. And this kind of conversation going on over there across the pond hopefully will trickle its way back and work its way all around the globe, back around to this country. And some of the people who somehow think Trump is a god will wake up one day and realize, oh, crap. Yeah, we created that monster. People are getting sick of it. Finally. Stay calm, keep breathing, live your life, enjoy it, talk to your friends, talk with people you disagree with, and please, please, stay frosty.